again. Can he bring it down? But no, Myers equal to the task. Rolls it out to Fulton and we're away again. With Denny Dutra, number 9. 9 goals from Dutra in the National League. It's Pozniak. Makes the run. Can't get the shot away. Reggie Richard. Syed Solomanpour. Lucas Silva. The block from Dutra. 9 minutes left on the clock in the first half. 0-0 still here at ASB. Here's Richard. Maccabi now with the kick in as Fisher, number 12, joins the game. Here's Fulton. Richard looking for the free kick. Fulton has it. Rolls it into Dutra. And a great little ball to unlock Basga. And once again, keeper Plowright. Equal to the task. He's another keeper who's had a fantastic National League, Plowright. Fulton here. Dutra. John Myers. And Daniel Fulton again. Looks to take on Solomanpour. No way through. These 3 men at the back for Capital. Lucas Silva now. Centre court, takes on Fisher. Stops, checks, Fisher blocks. It's with Richard now as Silva comes back in support. Here he is again, the playmaker number 7, as Richard sends it across to Tariq Assad. Solomanpour once again high up the court, drops in and Assad takes up his position. Here's Assad now on the near side with the run. And well defended by Maccabi. Dutra. Great little ball in for Fisher. Once again, Denny Dutra stamping his class on the game. Lovely little touches here and there. Here's Richard. Way to Silva. Capital just doing what they do well. Keeping the ball, patient. Rotations, just looking to work an opening. Here's Richard. Assad, across to Silva. Solomanpour stays high. Here's Richard again. So Assad goes now. And Solomanpour back to Silva. Always an option for Capital. They remain with that 3 across the back. Here's Richard to Assad. Looking for Solomanpour, but coming away. That'll go out over the side, will it? No, Plowright keeps it in. And just a little bit untidy there from Capital, but no problem in the end as Plowright sends it out to Silva. Maccabi now looking to counter-attack. Here's Fisher. Roll it over to Dutra. Dutra wants the run before he'll send it back to Fisher. Mundell's high. Fulton runs across the court. Here's Mundell now. Can he link up with Fulton? Sends it back to Dutra. And across we go to Fisher. Shingo Ina comes in for Capital, the Japanese flanker. Grown such a lot of confidence in Series 3. Scored the winner in the semi with a classic finish. Lovely player, Shingoina. We haven't always seen the best of him, but his confidence is sky high after that semi-final. Here's Lucas Silva. This is Ina now on the ball, the distinctive pink shoes. Lovely ball into Solomanpour. Myers didn't like the challenge, but gets up and shakes hands with Solomanpour. Myers goes long. Samuel Bender is on for Maccabi. As once again Dutra, the most dangerous left peg at the National League, sending one just wide. So Samuel Bender, number 4, with the corner. Must have taken a deflection. With 4 minutes left on the clock, it's 0-0. And just as tight as we thought it would be. Nice work again by Dutra, but the block from Solomanpour means it's another corner for the Australians. Samuel Bender, number 4, with it. Great strike by Bender, and Plowright sends it away for another corner for for Maccabi. And the foul given against Fulton there, the challenge with Silva. Fulton takes a break, and Simon Keith comes back into the game. Here's Lucas Silva now. Richard to Silva. Solomanpour. Once again does well, Solomanpour. Showing a real willingness to run at the Australians. Here's Richard. Silva across to Shingoina. Rolls it into Solomanpour. Silva can't get the shot away. Bender does well. And sends it out over the sideline. So good pressure from Capital. Just 2 minutes left on the clock. Deadlocked at 0-0. Just as we were in the Capital semi against East City. To Richard. As Ina streaks away down on his left-hand side. Solomanpour. Here's Ina now. And out over the sideline. Hard to see how Capital conceded 8 against East City in the last game of the Saturday play last night at 7 o'clock. Such a miserly team when it comes to conceding goals. Here's Simon Keith. As Silva comes away with it. Back with Solomanpour sitting deep across to Reginaldo now. As Shingoina makes the run up the far side. But again, it's business as usual as we go into Silva. And with just under a minute left on the clock, we're with Richard on this near side. And again to Silva. It on for Solomanpour, but back with Myers now for Maccabi. As he goes long to Mundell. Can he turn around Richard? Richard's so strong in the challenge there. And it's Capital ball. Just 20 seconds left on the clock. Job well done really by Brian Blillick's men. They'll be happy with 0-0. This is the way they like to do it. Pozniak back in the game for Maccabi. And Basga back with their starting lineup now, Maccabi. And there we go to half-time. Stalemate, just as we thought it would be. It's 0-0 here in the New Zealand Football Futsal National League Final 2011. Capital up against Maccabi. We'll be back shortly with the second half. Welcome back to ASB Stadium in Auckland for the second half of the New Zealand Football Futsal National League Final 2011. It's 0-0 here, locked up. Capital against Maccabi from Sydney. One change for Capital at half-time. Isaac O'Hara, the young futsal wide on for Capital. Maccabi, as they were when the game kicked off, as we see Richard roll it into Lucas Silva. Silva goes long, trying to find Shingoina, but it's back with John Myers now for Maccabi. Here's Bazga now, the goal machine. Hasn't been able to add to his tally though. Takes on Richard. Finds Mundell. And no danger there for Plowright. No word on Enrico Mirielas, whether he'll be back in the game. Looked pretty nasty, that injury. Here's Lucas Silva now. Two Brazilians at the back for Capital. As Silva wins the free kick. Silva very much dictating the pace of the game. Capital have had a lot of ball. Maccabi happy to go at them on the counter-attack. Here's Silva again. Cut out by Bazga. Can he unlock Mundell? Will he go alone? And Shingoina, the goal scorer in the semi-final, gets back and it's a corner. Bazga to Simon Keith, and not for the first time hits the scoreboard. We've seen a bit of that this weekend. I think he might have added a bit of extra time with that shot. Here's Isaac O'Hara now. He's had a good Series 3 with 3 goals. As Silva comes away with it again into Richard. And the familiar rotation pattern of Capital underway again. Shingoina looks to turn Keith. He won't get round the veteran futsal Roo though, as he shepherds the ball out over that far side. Keith has brought so much to Maccabi since he came in Series 2 in Dunedin. As we go across to Pozniak. Keith into Mundell. Great feet from Mundell. Goes inside Richard. Lines up the shot. Pozniak disappointed. He got to that back post, but Mundell couldn't quite find him. And a bit of a let-off for Capital. But some signs of life from Maccabi early in the second half as Silva comes away with it again. Seventh game this weekend for these two sides, so fatigue will be a factor. Here's Keith now. And away off the head of Silva for a kick in on this near side. 3 minutes gone in the second half, locked up at 0-0. Richard and Silva exchanging passes. And it's Mundell dispossessing